So we are on time. So 6001, right? Right. So in the yesterday class, okay, we were discussing 2D arrays. I think I hope all of you revise the notes. Okay, right? So you must study the notes. Each and every point in the notes you have to study. So just give the clarification. Is audio video clear? Just give the clarification. Is audio video clear? Just give the comment. In the yesterday class, we were discussing the 2D arrays. So I'll just go through the homework questions. So these are the homework questions. Question number 1. So just note down this. So let's say you are having the 2D array integer a of 4, 5. So 0, 1, 2, like this 0 to 20. So 0 to 19, total 20 elements. So let us say base address is same 2000 and size of the element. Size of each element. Size of the element is 2 bytes. So don't confuse, this is size of the element. Size of element is 2 bytes. So first expression, so first this is the print all expressions. So print all expressions. In the yesterday class, how many expressions we had? In the yesterday class, how many expressions we had? I think around 16 or 15 or 16 expressions. Okay, so you need to make the same diagram. So print all 16 expressions. In the yesterday class, we made a table. So just like exactly same manner, okay, you make the diagram for this. Base address is 2000, size of the element is 2 bytes, and next, so print all the expressions whatever, okay, we discussed in the yesterday class. So that is the first one. So you have to make the proper diagram and okay, print all the expressions. So second one, integer a of so 5, 6. So you are having 0, 1, 2. Okay, so 29. Okay, so 0 to 9. Base address is 3000. Size of the element is 4 bytes. Size of the element is 4 bytes. So these are the expressions you have to print. Printf star a plus 4. Okay, printf a plus b whole star. Okay, a plus 4 whole star. So next printf plus 3 plus 2. Next expand this. Expand a of 4, 5. Printf or plus 2. So these are the first homework and this is the second one. So copy karo. कॉपी करने के बाद कमेंट करो. कॉपी करने के बाद कमेंट करो. Okay. So very good. So just listen here. What I am saying, just listen to me. The first question, okay, you have to solve with the proper diagram. So just like we have done in the yesterday class, so just make the complete diagram, okay, and print all the expressions, everything same, okay, expression, print value, type and meaning, okay, like expression, print value, type and meaning. So you write everything, okay, proper table, okay, for the question number 1. But the second question, okay, you should not do anything. You have to make just a rough work. Okay, you have to make just a rough work for the second question. How you are going to make the rough work? Look at here. So integer a of 5, 6. Tell me what is the meaning of this. Okay, integer a of 5, 6 means you are having 5 one-dimensional arrays, each of size what? 6. Okay, second one, you should not make any, okay, diagram and all that. Just rough work you can do. Rough diagram you can do for the second question. You are having 5 one-dimensional arrays, each of size 6. Okay. Now look at your base address given as a 3000 and the size of the each element is what? 4 bytes. So the second question, you just make the rough diagram like this. Okay, just make the rough diagram like this. Okay, you are having 5 one-dimensional arrays. Just a rough diagram. For the second question, I am making the diagram here. So 5 one-dimensional arrays, each of size how much here? 6. So just make the rough diagram here. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. 5, okay, 6. So just you can make the rough diagram like this. Okay, now this is a 0, 1, 2, okay, 3, 4. So look at here. Now this is 5, 6. Okay, you are having total how many? Oh, sorry, 0 to 5. Total 6 only, right? So okay, this is not required. So right. So just a rough diagram. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this is not our, okay, not required. Okay, so understand here, okay, so A means what? A means it is pointing to what? 0th one-dimensional array, okay, 2-dimensional array, na, right? So 2-dimensional array name without subscript. Array name without subscript is pointing to what? This one. Array name without subscript is pointing to what? 0th one-dimensional array. 0th one-dimensional array. Just don't confuse that. Okay, right? So it is pointing to 0th one-dimensional array. We said 0th one-dimensional array. Okay, look at here. So it's pointing to this, right? So you can just give the numbering. Okay, so here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5 and next 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So just rough diagram 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, and the starting base address is what? Base address of the first element is what? 3000. This is 3004. Okay, every element is having 4 bytes. And this is the 8, 3008, and this is 3012. Okay, 16, and this is 20. So just roughly you can make this. Now tell me the first one I want here. Directly you can say A plus 4 whole star. What it will print? A plus 4 it will, okay, whole star. A plus 4 means every array is having, every one-dimensional array is having size how much here? Okay, 6 elements are there. 6 elements are there. 6 elements are there. Every element size is what here? 4 bytes. Okay, 6 into 4. How much? 24. So 0 to 20. Okay, here. And next is what here? This is 24. Next check karo. How many bytes it will take? Okay, 64. Okay, right. So you just find out roughly, you make the calculation. A plus 4 whole star. Okay, A means it is pointing to this. A plus 1 means pointing to this. A plus 2 means pointing to this. A plus 3 pointing to this. A plus 4 means pointing to this. So A plus 4 means it is pointing to this. Then what is the base address? A plus 4 means what? It is pointing to this. Okay, fourth one-dimensional array. It is pointing to fourth one-dimensional array. And we said star. Star means you will print the, okay, element address. This element address. That's it. Is that clear? Right. So roughly you can make the diagram like this. Roughly, okay, you can make, okay, you can copy if you want. Okay, ampersand A means it will point to what? Entire. Ampersand A means pointing to entire 2D array. A means what? It's pointing to 0th 1D array. Is that clear? So A plus 1 pointing to this one. A plus 2, A plus 3, A plus 4. So you just make like this. Is that clear? So every element is having what? Every 1D array is having 24 bytes. So next, this is the 3000. Okay, to 3000 24 23 तक होगा. ये 24 से स्टार्ट होगा. नेक्स्ट क्या होगा? 24 ऐड करो. 24 ऐड कर तो नेक्स्ट क्या होगा? ये 48 होगा. 48 होगा. नेक्स्ट अगेन 24 ऐड करो. 24 ऐड कर तो क्या होगा? 48. Okay, 48 plus 24. How much is this? I think this 72. और नेक्स्ट क्या होगा 72, राइट। ओके, एंड नेक्स्ट क्या होगा 24 ऐड करो, सो दैट इज द 96। ओके, दिस विल बी व्हाट 96, मतलब 3024, and this is 3048, and this 3072, and 3096. So just make the rough idea of list, and you can directly say, okay, a plus 4 whole star means how much it will print. Okay, you make the proper calculation. Just I made the rough diagram only, so maybe my numbers are maybe mistake, so you can just make the rough idea of diagram like this, and you solve these 4 questions. Okay, 4 questions you have to solve. So I gave okay, very proper things, very proper things. Shubhi Goel, very good. Yesterday you are having so much confusion. Yesterday you are having so much confusion, but now you are giving the answer directly. You are the first person directly giving the answer. You are first person directly giving the answer. Yesterday you break my head. yesterday पूरा दिमाग खराब करा था, अभी फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में आंसर दे रहा है, बिना पूछे आंसर दे रहे हो. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. एनीवे, दैट इज रियली गुड. How to confirm your answers? You can discuss in the group. Okay, if you have a group, you can discuss. Right. Very good. So you can make, okay, somebody already gave the answers. Excellent. Okay. Right. मैं इसे हटा देता हूँ. Right. So that is the homework. The first one, you make the proper table, and the second one, okay, you can solve. Right. हटा दे रहा हूँ. Shall I remove this? Okay, if you want to copy, you can copy this roughly. Otherwise, you can do that by yourself. Very good. So anyway, so shall I remove this? Yeah, Shubhi Goel, no need to sorry beta. I understand. You are not understood, you are asking. So that is your responsibility. When you are not understanding, you should ask. But only thing is the very small things you are not able to understand yesterday. That was the problem. Okay. So fine. Next. I said that we are going to solve the gate questions. Right. So here is the first gate question on the screen for you. So this is asked in the gate 2020. Gate 2020 asked for 2 marks. What is the output printed? Munib Ali, excellent. Right answer, beta. Ankit Kumar, right answer. Very good. Yeah, Divya Chauhan, Varun Gupta, fine. All are giving right answers. Ravish, wrong answer. Arun Negi, wrong answer. Ravish and Arun Negi, wrong answers. Arshit Garga, wrong answer. So remaining all most of you giving right answers. Okay, very good. Munibali, excellent. Very good explanation. Munibali, excellent, beta. Very, very good. Fantastic. You gave proper explanation also. Very good. Right. So time up. Most of you all are giving right answer. Excellent. Only 2-3 people only gave wrong answer. Almost I think total 250 to 300 people are in the live. Okay, in the class. Only 2-3 people gave wrong answer. I think Ravish and Arun Negi. Let's check it out. I forgot their names. So 2-3 people only gave wrong answer. So remaining all excellent. हाँ सब लोग पकड़ लिए बहुत अच्छा. हाँ ऐसा पकड़ लेना है. Yeah, I think mostly correct only, right? Because so many comments coming. So Nidhi Sharma, I did not see your answer. Aftab Ansari, wrong answer, beta. You gave wrong answer. Please check. Right. So time up. So it's 2 minutes, more than 2 minutes. So you should not take more than 2 minutes time. So that is fine. Okay. So just listen carefully. Okay, saying what double star. Okay, a plus double star a plus 2. Now remember, so this plus is what binary operator, and this place is also binary operator. So this double star a, this is a unary operator. So you have to evaluate first this one. Why? Because unary operators are having high precedence compared to binary operator, right? Okay, Manav Satija, wrong answer, beta. First you have to execute this. Now tell me double star A. Okay, it's a two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array double star array means what? Value. Okay, we have seen that in the yesterday class. So it's a two-dimensional array. Double star array means value directly. What is the value here? 1. Double star array means 1. So first you have to evaluate this because the unary operator is having high precedence compared to binary operator. So this value is a 1. So indirectly this is 1 plus 2. Okay, a plus 1 plus 2. So a plus 1 plus 2 means this indirectly what? A plus 3 only. A plus 3, right? So can I write this? Okay, this value is a 1 here, right? So indirectly a plus 1 plus 2. So it means this indirectly a plus 3 only, a plus 3. So if I say a plus 3 here, okay. So if I say a plus 3 here, okay, understand here, okay, that is a plus 3 here. A plus 3 means what? A means it is 0th 1D array. A means 0th 1D array. Okay, a plus 1 means first 1D array. A plus 2 means second 1D array. A plus 3 means third 1D array. Is that clear? So a is pointing to 0th 1D array. A plus 1 means here. A plus 2 means here. A plus 3 means here. A plus 3 means it is pointing to this. Now tell me, a plus 3 means, okay, it is pointing to this, a plus 3, this one. Okay, if you apply star, tell me if I apply star, a plus 3 if I apply star, now it is pointing to element. Element को point कर रहा है, value को नहीं है, element को point कर रहा है. Okay, if I apply star, now you are pointing to element. Pointing to element, now you say plus 3. Plus 1 करे तो इधर, plus 2 करे तो इधर, plus 3 करे तो इधर. Now plus 3 means you are pointing to this element, and if I apply star, one more star, okay, you go to value. Is that clear? So that is how much here? 19 is the right answer. So what's the answer? 19. Right. Yeah, after Ansari, now you gave right answer. Finally. So 19 is the right answer. Okay. So Shubhi Goel, just why you did mistake, I don't understand. Okay. A means what? It is pointing to this one. A plus 1 here, A plus 2 here, A plus 3 is here. A plus 3 means it is pointing to this one. Okay. Right. So A plus 3 means pointing to this one. Okay. Star lagao. A plus 3 whole star. Star means now you are pointing to element. Now you are pointing to element. If I say plus 3, plus 1 here, plus 2 here, plus 3 here. So pointing to this element. Now, okay, you say star. Okay, you print value. So that is 19. That's it. Right. Thank you, Swarnendra Shekhar. Okay, so you got 19. By mistake, you wrote 18. Okay, so fine. So excellent. Excellent. Most of you gave the right answer. Almost 99% right answer. Excellent. 99% right answer. Okay, it's okay. Right. Let's move on to the next question. Next gate question on the screen. This is also asked for 2 marks. Now remember, this is a conditional operator. When you are checking that, when you are checking, it will check only with the print value. When you are checking, it will check only with the print value. Okay, it doesn't matter what is the type. टाइप क्या है उससे मतलब नहीं होगा, प्रिंट वैल्यू से ही टाइप करेगा, चेक करेगा. Remember, when it is comparing, it will compare only with the print value. Print value से ही check करेगा. It will compare with the print value. It doesn't bother what is the type, because a conditional operator, okay, value से ही check करेगा. Type से कोई मतलब नहीं है. I am just giving hint. So you having double ampersand here. So all the relational and logical operators returns either 0 or 1. If the expression is true, it returns 1. Expression is false, returns 0. So think carefully and answer. This also asks for 2 marks. हो गया? Right. Yeah, most of you gave the right answer. 2D array is not initialized correctly. Why? No, that is okay. So don't compare. You can initialize in that manner also. Somebody thinking 2D array is not initialized correctly. That is initialized correctly only. Yeah, very good. Most of you gave the right answer. Right. So time up, guys. Right answer is A. A is the right answer. So 2D array, if you observe A of 5, 3, so total 15 elements are there. So fine, okay, so 10 to, okay, 150. So 15 elements are there. So you can take the base address, okay, please understand here. So you are, okay, right here. So you are having how many 2D arrays, okay, 1D arrays. How many 1D arrays? 5 1D arrays. 5 1D arrays. Okay, each of size what? 3. So like this. Okay, 0, 1, 2. Okay, so 3 and 4. So please understand here. So 5 1D arrays, each of size what? 3. So total 150 are there. Let's say the base address is example. Okay, you take 100. So this is 102, 104. Okay, like this. You will have all that. And now tell me, A means what? Base address of the 0th 1D array. 0th 1D array. How much is that? 100. A of 0 means what? A of 0. A of 0 is exactly same as what? A plus 0 whole star. A plus 0 whole star. This is same as what? Star A. I told this in the yesterday class. Exactly same as star A. Star A means what? A means it is pointing to 0th 1D array. Star A means it is pointing to now element. Element को point कर रहा है. Element को point कर रहा है. What is the address you take? 100. So both are okay same. Base address of that both are same. This is true. And this is both are exactly same. So this one you can directly replace with the star A. This is also star A. This is also star A. Because look at here, A of 0 can be written as A plus 0 whole star, and that is same as star A. So this one exactly same. There is no meaning. There is no difference. Exactly same. This is also true. So this is also true. This is also true. Entire expression is true. If the entire expression is true, okay, that will return what? 1. So that is the okay. Right answer is A. A is the right answer. So most of you okay given right answer. So that is the excellent. Okay. Right. So next, let's go to your workbook. Let's solve the next question. This is one of the good question. Okay, one of the good question in the 2D arrays. So think carefully and solve. Think carefully and solve. So chapter programming and question number 6. You go to your workbook. Chapter programming, question number 6. So go to workbook. So chapter 1, question number 6. Chapter 1, okay, programming. Workbook, programming and data structure. Programming and data structure. So chapter 1, question number 6. Chapter 1, programming, question number 6. Options are given in the next page. Don't confuse. Options are given in the next page. There is a good question. So think carefully and solve. Bhavyajit Singh, I think the workbook is there in the PDF section. In the app, it is there. In the app, it is there. Because very difficult to write the question. Soft copy is already available. Rajnish Maurya, wrong answer. Munib Ali, excellent, very good beta. You understood everything clearly. Excellent. You are doing good. Bhavya Chaturvedi, very good. Right answer. And Pavan Kumar Mishra, so wrong answer beta. शिवम रॉन्ग आंसर. जिनका गलत आंसर है उनका नाम बोलता हूँ. अभय उपाध्याय, रॉन्ग आंसर. Okay, some intelligent fellows are doing with elimination method. Okay, that is also good. Fine. Varnendu Shekhar, wrong answer. Just check it out. Rajnish Maurya, wrong answer. Shivam, wrong answer. Sakshi Sutar, Ajay Kumar, Rajnish Maurya, wrong answer. Ajay Kumar Singh, Mohit, wrong answer. Aditi Govindu, wrong answer. Diksha Shekhar, wrong answer. Aishwarya, wrong answer. Aniket Rathore, wrong answer. You can Yatin Singh, wrong answer. सब लोग नोट्स पढ़े. ऑल ऑफ यू रिवाइज yesterday नोट्स. कविता यादव, रॉन्ग आंसर बेटा. Subhi Goyal, wrong answer. Himanshu Shivam, wrong answer. Himanshu Shivare. Gaurav Kumar, wrong answer. Sudensha Rakshit, wrong answer. Mohit, wrong answer. Diksha Shekhar, Harshit Garg, Ravish, wrong answer. Okay, right. So, okay. So I give that sufficient time, guys. So what he has given, so integer star a of 10, and the next one more thing, integer b of 10. Okay, right. Same thing. यहीं पे दे दिया. He has given just beside that. So these both the things are given to you, and he has given okay, 4 things. Which of them are will not give any compile time error. So that is the a of 2, a of 2 3. Okay, b of 1 and b of 2, right? Okay, so this is the declaration of the variable of the following. So which will not give compile time errors if used as the left hand side of the assignment statements in the C program. Okay, so in the left hand side of the C program, okay, if I assign okay, which will not give the okay errors, right? So you are assigning, okay, right? If you assign them as a left hand side, then which will not give the errors in the compile time. He clearly said which will not give the errors at the compile time, and when and what is said at the compile time, which one will not give error. And next when assigned as what, left hand side of the assignments, left hand side, okay, in the assignment. Okay, now with the proper elimination also you can do that. Okay, proper elimination you can do that. So just understand here, number 1, a of 2, just understand here, a of 2 is allowed or not allowed, number 1. Okay, number 1 you can understand here, a of 2. What is this you study here, int star a of 10. पढ़ो इसको, क्या बोलते पढ़ो, what do you read this, क्या पढ़ोगे, क्या बोलोगे, what you are going to read this, read this expression, int star this declaration, int star a of 10, what do you read, क्या बोलोगे, हाँ, a is a array, a is a array of pointers, a is array of pointers of type integer, a is a array of pointers of type integer, where we can store addresses of what, integer, 10 integers. Okay, in a simple manner, if you want to read simple manner, a is an array of 10 elements, where every element is what, integer pointer, where every element is a integer pointer. Okay, so how the diagram will look like, okay, it will look like, diagram will look like, so it's a of 0 1 2 3 4, so look at here, so 5 6 7, okay, and 8 9, okay, like so this is a of 10. And look at here, in this you can store address of integer, in this you can store address of integer, in this you can store address of integer. So this is how the diagram will look like. So the first, this is the declaration of this, so this is the declaration of this, and that is the diagram, right? Okay, same thing here also, you store address of any integer, you can store address of any integer, so this is the meaning of that, you can store address of an integer, so that is the meaning of that, right? And now tell me, a of 2 may I am storing a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, a of 2 may I am storing some address in the left hand side. Okay, in the assignment I keep it as a left hand side, so there is no problem. What is this a of 2 is saying? A of 2 is saying that I am the pointer. Okay, what is this a is saying? I am the array of pointers. Okay, of what, 10. Okay, look at array size how much here, 10. You can store addresses of what, integer, कोई भी integer का address डाल दो, मैं ले लूंगा. a of 2 क्या बोल रहा है, a of 2 what, a of 2 is saying, that I am the pointer variable, you can store address of any integer, I will take. A of 0 is saying what, a of 0 is also saying same thing, a of 0 saying that I am the pointer variable, you can store address of any integer, I will take. A of 1 also saying same, I am the pointer variable of type integer, you store any integer address, I will take. A of 2 also saying same thing, I am the pointer variable of type integer, you can store address of any integer. So okay, it is saying that. So in the left hand side, a of 2, I am writing something like a of 2 equal to address of x. Okay, some variable, let's say you are having integer x equal to 10, some integer variable is there, I am storing a of 2 equal to address of x. So this is very much allowed, so number 1 is very much allowed, there is no problem in the number 1. So number 1 is very much allowed, and when you say clearly number 1 is very much allowed, so this is the array of pointers we studied in the yesterday class only. When number 1 is very much allowed, so directly what is the option which is correct? So number 1 correct means only one option is given, that is option A. Option A, what is saying here? 1 2 4. So option A is the right answer. So what is the right answer? Option A. Now we will understand the remaining things also. Now look at here, number 1 is definitely allowed. Now tell me number 3. Number 3 is allowed or not allowed? Number 3, b of 1. So when you declare the two-dimensional array like this, integer b of 10 10, I told very clearly, so b of 1 will contain what? Constant base address. In the yesterday class, go to two-dimensional array, and read point number 1 2 3 4, I think fourth point, read the fourth point in the notes. Go to two-dimensional array notes, yesterday class two-dimensional array, I gave the point number 4. What is this point number 4 saying? If you are performing something like, okay, you declare two-dimensional array, if you perform a of I equal to 2000, it will give error. I told you that in the yesterday class. Point number 4, a of I equal to 2000, it will give the error. Okay, there two-dimensional array I declared, okay, integer a of whatever 10 10 whatever I declared. If I say a of I equal to 2000, it will give error because that will contain constant base address. Right? Right. So this is very much not allowed. Very much not allowed. This is very danger. This is very danger. It will contain constant base address. If you say b of 1 equal to 2000, so this will strictly give you error. In the yesterday class, point number 4 you can read. Two-dimensional array, point number 4 you can read. Okay, very good. So next, now come to the next point number 4. This one, fourth expression. So it is declared as an integer. Okay, b of 10 10. Okay, declared b of 10 10. Now if you store b of 2 3 equal to some value, b of 2 3 equal to some value, array 10. This is very much allowed. वो तो बचपन में पढ़े आप लोग ये तो बचपन में पढ़े. You study this in the engineering. Two-dimensional array, if I write b of 2 3, so it means the second row third column will replace with the value 10. So this is very much allowed. ये तो बचपन में पढ़े. You studied this in the childhood. This is you study in the engineering, right? Okay, simple. Second row third column will replace with the value 10. And b of 1, this is strictly not allowed because it will contain constant base address. Okay, now this is a of 2. This is very much allowed. Okay, right? So there is no problem. So you just need to think about only first this one because this is the only logical thing. This is only logical. So remaining all is I told in the class only. Remaining all I told in the class. This one, point number 4 also I told in the yesterday class. Two-dimensional array, I think the last point. In the two-dimensional array last point, this also written. This also written in the class notes only. This is written. This already you know. This also written in the yesterday class notes. This also written in the yesterday class notes. Only the second one is only logical. You need to think. Okay, right? So how you are going to think about the second one? Okay, listen here. Faraj Ashraf, please follow up with the team, beta. Okay, please follow up with the team. I think you joined late. I think they will send. They will send. So the first one, somebody is asking number 1. Number 1 is already array of pointers. Yesterday class. What is the declaration here? Int star a of 10. It means a is the array of pointers. A is array of pointers of type integer. So a of 2 क्या बोल रहा है? A of 2 is saying that I am the pointer variable. I take address of any integer. So now you think about only second one. Second one is only logical. You need to think. Right. Abhijit Manoj, understood beta first one? Right. So first one, a of 2 क्या बोल रहा है? A of 2 is saying that I am the pointer variable of type integer and you can store address of any integer. I'll take an address of any integer, so that is fine. You can take. So now understand here how this second one is also correct. Second one is also correct because a of 2 is saying that I am the array of pointers. Look at here. This one, a of 2 3. What is the meaning of this? A of 2 3. What is the meaning of this? Just listen carefully. Listen here. So understand here. The answer is no. A of 10. Okay, int star a of 10. What is the meaning of this? A is the array of pointers of type integer, where we can store addresses of what? Any integer. So a of 0 is saying that I am the pointer variable of type integer. You store address of any integer. Address of any integer I will take. A of 1 is also saying same thing. I am the pointer variable of type integer. You store address of any integer I will take. Okay, A of 2 is also saying same thing. You take address of any integer I will take. Remember, I am storing the address of integer here. But what is that integer is? The integer is one dimensional array first element. Look at here. I am declaring integer a of 5. Okay, you are having 5 elements. I am having integer b of 6. Okay, you are having like this. And integer c of 4. Okay, sum 0 to 3. Okay, so I am declaring like this. Now I am storing what I am storing here. I am storing this is a one dimensional array you are having with some elements. This is also one dimensional array. Okay, you are having with some elements. This is also one dimensional array. It is also having some elements. Here also one dimensional array. It is having some elements like this. So like this. Okay, integer d of 5. So d of 5. Let's say that is 0 to 4. Let's say you are having declaration like this. Okay, right. Now understand here what I am doing here. I am storing simply A here, okay, B, and storing C and D. Now tell me array name without subscript. You know that A means what? Okay, this is the 1D array. A, B, okay, C, D. Okay, understand here. Array name without subscript. One dimensional array. One dimensional array. You know it's very clearly. that okay, array name without subscript. One dimensional array. One dimensional array one dimensional array. Array name without subscript will contain base address of the 0th element. What is that 0th element? Integer only, integer ka address. So we are storing address of a integer only, address of this 0th element. 0th element. What is this here? A of 0. Okay, you are having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, like this. And next B of 6. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and next okay, third one. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, like this. And next fourth one. Okay, A of 5. So look at it. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. Like this. So you are having okay 1D arrays like this, and I am storing A, B, C, D here. That is allowed. Yes. What is the A here? What is A? That is address of a integer. Okay, one dimensional array ka first element ka address. One dimensional array ka first element. What is that? Integer only. And look at here. Here also one dimensional array ka first element. Integer only. One dimensional array ka this 0th element. 0th element. First element means 0th element. That is integer only. One dimensional array ka 0th element. One dimensional ka 0th element. That is integer only. So I am storing a integer address only. This array of pointers ये क्या बोल रहा था? What it is saying here? Okay, ये is saying A of 0 क्या बोला था? A of 0 is saying I am the pointer variable of type integer. You store address of an integer. So I am storing address of integer only. What is this? A contains okay, A contains what? 0th element base address. That is an integer only. Okay, what is this? B contains this 0th element base address. That is integer only. Integer का ही address है. Is that here? और ये बोल रहा था A of 1 is saying that okay, please store address of any integer. So I am storing address of integer only. And B is saying A of 2 is saying please store address of any integer. I am storing address of integer only because C means what? Array name without subscript will give the base address of the 0th element. What is the 0th element? Integer only. Integer ka hi address I am storing. So it is expecting integer address. I am also giving integer address. So there is no problem. So now if I say A of 2, 3 means what is the meaning of that? A of 2, 3 means look at here. A of 2 means A of 0, 1, 2. A of 2 means you are coming here. A of 2. A of 2, 3 means you are trying to access third element here. 0, 1, 2, 3. So he is trying to access this particular element. A of 2, 3 means he is trying to access this particular element. Okay, so this declaration is also allowed. So no problem. In the left hand side you are trying to modify, you are trying to update something. Okay, in the left hand side there is no problem. And moreover, he clearly said at the compile time, definitely there is no error. At the compile time, definitely there is no error. So please copy this. If anybody want to copy, you can copy this one and copy this one. This is only logical. Only second one only you have to think. Remaining all the things I told already. Only second one you have to think. That is the only thing, okay, you should think about. Yeah, B of 10 is allowed very much. Karam. Yeah, B of 10. Why it is not allowed? B of 10 means simple. Okay, first row, 0th element, B of 10. That you studied in the yesterday, engineering only. Karam, you studied that in the engineering. That is very much allowed. If anybody want to copy, you copy this one and this one. This is the only thing logical. So yeah, that was a good question. This is little logic. This is little logical. The second one is a logical. You have to visualize. आपको ये सोचना है. It is expecting address of integer. Yes, we are giving address of integer only. Very clearly we are giving address of integer only. But what is that address? that address is a one dimensional array zeroth element address. One dimensional array zeroth element address, that is an integer only, integer address only we are giving. So you have to think, okay, carefully. Shall I remove this? Okay, so very good. Okay, so next in the continuation we'll move on to the next one, 3D arrays. Okay, 3D array. So just note down that. So just note down the 3D array. So I'm just declaring integer a of 2. Let's take integer 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, like this, 0 to 23. 0 to 23. Okay. Now tell me, if I declare 3D array like this, 3D array, keep the heading 3D array. If I declare integer a of 2, 3, 4. Okay. So total how many elements? Okay. 2 into 3, 6. 6 into 4, 24. So total 0 to 23 elements are there. So here, okay, this is the 3D array you are having. Just note down. Declaration is that, right. Note down the statement. Note down one statement. 3D array will be stored. 3D array will be stored in the memory. 3D array will be stored in the memory in the form of multiple 1D arrays. 3D array will be stored in the memory in the form of multiple 2D arrays. Sorry, 3D array. Sorry, printing क्या बोला था मैं? 3D array will be stored in the memory in the form of multiple 2D arrays. Multiple 2D arrays. Right. So understand here, I am repeating, 3D array will be stored in the memory in the form of multiple 2D arrays. And you know clearly in the yesterday class, 2D array will be stored in the form of what? Multiple 1D arrays. So same thing explanation is earlier. So here we are saying 3D array will be stored in the form of multiple 2D arrays. And you know clearly 2D array will be stored in the form of multiple 1D arrays. Is that clear? Right. Okay. So now tell me, in this declaration, if I am having integer a of 2, 3, 4. So it means what is the meaning of this? You are having two 2D arrays. Please understand here. Two 2D arrays. Okay, each of size how much? 3 into 4, that is 12. And next, okay. Okay, so two 2D arrays, each of size what? Okay, 3 into 4. And next, total. Okay, each 2D array is having how many? Each 2D array is having how many elements? Okay, 4 elements. Each 1D array. Each 1D array. Each 1D array has 4 elements. Copy karo, copy this. You are having total 2D arrays. Okay, look at here. So 2D arrays, each of size 3 into 4. 2D arrays. Listen carefully. 2D arrays, each of size 3 into 4. And you are having each 2D array is having what? Each 2D array is having what? Each 2D array, okay, 3 1D arrays. Each 2D array is having what? 3 1D arrays. Want you write properly. Each 2D array has 3 1D arrays. 1D arrays. Okay, and you can copy here. Each 1D array has 4 elements. Each 2D array has each 2D array has 3 1D arrays. Each 2D array has 3 1D arrays. 3 one-dimensional arrays. Each 1D array has 4 elements. Abhishek, audio is clear from our side. So check from your end. I think all of you copied this. Just copy in the same manner. So first you copy this one. You are having two 2D arrays, each of size 3 into 4. And next you copy each 2D array has, okay, you copy this. Each 2D array has 3 1D arrays, 3 1D arrays. And next each 1D array has how much? 4 elements. Each 1D array has 4 elements. Copied? Right. I'm just removing. Right. So how you are going to make the diagram of this? Okay, first. So same thing. Okay, we are going to write all that expression, print value. Right. Expression, print value, and all that we are going to write. So first, just wait for 2 minutes. Just wait for one or 2 minutes. Let me make the diagram first. Don't copy. Just wait. Don't copy. Just wait. Yeah, you can copy now. Copy the diagram now. So this is a 0 2D array and the first 2D array. Look at here, so you are having two 2D arrays. Two 2D arrays, each of size 3 into 4. And each 2D array is having what? Three 1D arrays, each of size 4 elements. Each 2D array is having three 1D arrays. Okay, each 2D array is having what? Three 1D arrays, 0, 1, 2. And each 1D array is having what? Four elements, like this. Okay, four elements. Okay, I think now you can copy this. कॉपी करने के बाद मैसेज करो. Okay. So somebody is slow, somebody fast. हो गया सबका? Right. So now understand here. So we are going to make the same thing just like yesterday. So just note down properly, right? So expression. So print value, make the table, print value and type and meaning. Okay. Expression, print value, type and meaning. Okay, right. So please understand here. Make the table. Copy the table. Okay. So make the proper table. Right. So understand here. If you observe, so the first. So let me go through that first. Right. So here it's a 3D array. Okay, listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. Listen. Okay, because I am not making the arrow marks and all that, because you understood everything in the 2D array. Exactly the same concept. Exactly same concept. Okay, we are extending it to what? 3D array. Exactly same concept. We are extending to what? 3D array. So just listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully what I am saying. Now, okay, in the 3D array, okay, it's a 3D array you are having, right? So in the 3D array, if I say, very good to know, just close your eyes and just listen carefully. Close your eyes and just listen carefully. In the 3D array, if I say ampersand A, it is going to point to what? Entire 3D array. If I say ampersand A, it is going to point to what? Entire 3D array, entire 3D array. If I apply star, it will go inside. Okay, it means star ampersand A, or also called as what? A, both are same. Okay, A. So it is going to point to what? Okay, A means now here it is going to point to what? 0th 2D array. 0th 2D array. Okay, so just close your eyes and make the picture. Okay, close your eyes and make the picture. I am repeating, 3-dimensional array, array name without subscript. 3-dimensional array name without subscript. If I say A, array name without subscript will contain base address of 0th 2-dimensional array. 0th 2-dimensional array. So A means now it is pointing to 0th 2D array. Ampersand A means it is pointing to entire 3D array. Entire 3D array. A means it is pointing to 0th 2D array. If I apply one star, where it will go? 2D array को अंदर जा रहा है. 2D array को अंदर जा रहा है तो क्या मिलेगा? 1D array. 1D array को अंदर जा रहा है तो क्या मिलेगा? एलिमेंट. एलिमेंट को अंदर जा रहा है तो क्या मिलेगा? वैल्यू. राइट, ये तो क्लियर है. नाउ आई एम रिपीटिंग. 3-dimensional array, array name without subscript. 3-dimensional array name without subscript will contain base address of 0th 2-dimensional array. 0th 2-dimensional array. If I say star, it means star A. If I say star A, it will enter into what? Okay, 0th one dimensional array. 0th one dimensional array. If I apply star, okay, it will go inside. 2D array को अंदर जा रहा है तो क्या मिलेगा? 2D array के अंदर क्या रहेगा? Inside 2D array, what you will have? 1D array. So if I say star A, it will point to what? 0th 1D array of 0th 2D array. If I apply one more star, now it was pointing to 0th 1D array, 0th 1D array. Listen carefully. 0th 1D array. So now if I apply one more star, it will point to what? Element. So it means what? Which element? 0th element of 0th 1D array of 0th 2D array. Is that clear? Right? So I am repeating. A means 0th 2D array. A means 0th 2D array. Star A means 0th 1D array. If I apply one more star, okay, 0th element. If I apply one more star, 0th element. It means double star A means 0th element. Double star A means 0th element, 0th 1D array, 0th 2D array. And look at here, so double star A means it is pointing to element. If I apply one more star, okay, what it will print? Value. It will go to value. Is that here? So simple concept. If it is a 3-dimensional array, if I say triple star, so that is a value. Is a 3-dimensional array. If I say triple star, that will give you value. Yes or no? Right? So one square bracket is equal to what? 1 star. So you are having 3 square brackets here. So you require 3 star to go to the value. Is that clear? So that's it. So think carefully and answer. Okay, when you are giving, so think carefully and answer. So expression, okay, print value, type and meaning. So now the first one, okay, on the screen, ampersand A. I think all of you revised yesterday notes. If you revise yesterday notes, this is very, very easy. Right. So if I ampersand A, tell me what will print? Will print 100. Right. So ampersand A means it is pointing to entire 3D array. Pointing to entire 3D array. Is that clear? So entire 3D array, pointing to entire 3D array. So it's pointing to entire 3D array. So what is the type here? Type is int star triple basis. Int star triple basis. It's pointing to what? Entire 3D array. Pointing to entire 3D array. So type is what? Int star triple basis. So meaning is what? Base address of the entire 3D array. Varun Gupta, where is that next continuous 3D array you are getting? Base address of the entire 3D array. Munibali, very good. Base address of the entire 3D array. So whatever I am asking, write all the things only in a single line. Print value, type and meaning. Print value, type, meaning. Whatever the expression I am asking, write all the 3 in a single line comment. In the chat box. Okay. So don't give okay, first a print value, then expression, then meaning. So it's very difficult. So many comments will come. So write everything in a single line. I told in the yesterday class also. Follow that same thing. Okay. What is the, okay, somebody is saying right, base address of the entire 3D array. Okay, you write everything in a single line. Print value, type and meaning. Okay, write all the 3 in a single statement, single line. Okay, fine. So next, now tell me, if I say A, so tell me. So if I say A, so where it will point? Okay, A means same thing. It will point to what? 100. Now tell me, what is the meaning here? Okay, type. Okay, A means 3-dimensional array name without subscript. 3-dimensional array name without subscript. It will point to what? Okay, 0th, base address of the 0th 2-dimensional array. Base address of the 2-dimensional array, because pointing to 2-dimensional array, so the type should be what? Int star double braces. Int star double braces. Okay, meaning is what? Base address of the 0th 2D array. Base address of the 0th 2D array. Yes. So base address of 0 to D array. Now you can copy here. Okay, a r बोल के लिखो r. It is also same as what star ampersand a. Okay, a or star ampersand a. You copy this also. Okay, r बोल के लिखो r. So because both are same, unnecessary one more expression not required. Unnecessary one more expression not required. Both are same. Right. So very good. Excellent. Now if I say star a, tell me what it prints. Star a. If I say star a, what will print? Just understand the concept. A means it was pointing to entire this 0th 2D array. A means it was pointing to 0th 2D array. A means 0th 2D array. If I apply star, you go inside. Some students may be having difficulty. Just listen carefully. A means it was pointing to this 0th 2D array. If I apply star, it will go inside 0th 1D array. So look at here. So star A means it is going to point to this one. So A means okay, it is pointing this. Okay, star A means now it is pointing to this. Okay, right? So it will print what? 100 only. Print to 100 karega. But the type is what? Int star single braces. Right, very good. All are giving right answer. Int star single braces. Now tell me what is the meaning here. So your meaning is important. Base address of what? 0th 1D array. 0th 1D array of 0th 2D array. 0th 1D array of 0th 2D array. Base address of the 0th 1D array of 0th 1D array of 0th 2D array. Okay. Now fourth one. If I apply one more star, double star A. If I apply one more star, double star A. Now understand here. If I apply one more star, double star A, so it will point to what? Okay, again print 100 only. Now look, star A means it was pointing to 0th 1D array, right? So if I apply one more star, tell me where it will go. If I apply one more star, it will go to okay inside 0th 1D array को अंदर जा रहा है, तो element को point करेगा. So it is going to point to element. I am writing the arrow mark here. So it is going to point to element. So double star A means it is pointing to this one. Okay, so it will print okay pointing to okay element. So print to 100 ही करेगा, but what is the type here? Type is a int star. Okay, int star. So very good. Many people are giving right answers. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Very good. So what is the meaning here? Meaning लिखो base address of the 0th element of 0th 1D array of 0th 2D array. Write down the meaning carefully. Write down the meanings carefully. Aniket, how you are saying value? It's a 3D array. 3D array means it's a double star I have given. 3D array I have given double star. Double star means, okay, you go to the element. How you will go to the value? Aishwarya, how it is a int star base address of the 0th 1D array? Aishwarya, how you are saying 0th 1D array? 0th 1D array already given. Number 3 is that I applied one more star. So now you go to element. Why you are confusing Aishwarya? एक बार बोल दिया तो पकड़ लेना. Now if I apply one more star, so triple star A. So tell me, if I apply, okay, one more star, triple star A. So double star A means it was pointing to element. If I apply one more star, look at here. So triple star A. So now it is going to point to what? Value. Okay. अभी तक element पे था. So if I say one more star, it will point into value. So it will print what? 0. And the type is what? Integer. Type is a integer. So now tell me what is the meaning here? Meaning is what? Value of same 0th element of 0th 1D array of 0th 2D array. Write down the meaning carefully. Maintain the proper table. Value of the 0th element. Munib Ali, you gave the type as int star. Value means it is integer only. Why you are giving the type is int star now? Value means type, right? Value is the type is integer. Excellent. Okay. So now tell me, if I apply one more star, so 4 star A, right? Very good. If I apply one more star, okay, 4 star A, so it will give you what? Error. It will give you error. So because triple star A means you are reaching to the value. Triple star A means you are reaching to the value. If I apply one more star, so where it will go? It will go the unknown location, right? Okay, one more star means what? Value at the location 0. Value at the location 0, whether it's available or not available, we don't know, right? You are referring some unknown location. So, okay, type print value is the error, it will give error. So, and moreover, okay, it will also think the declaration is having how many brackets here? If the declaration is having how many brackets? 3 brackets. Okay, but you are trying to access with the 4 stars. So that is not allowed. So that will give you error. So the type we don't know where it is pointing to. Okay, so type is a question mark and the meaning is what? The meaning, okay, referring a unknown location. Referring unknown location. Very good. Next, number 7, ampersand A plus 1. Right. Excellent. Excellent. You are giving right. Okay. So it will print 148. 148. So ampersand A means it was pointing to entire 3D array. Ampersand A means pointing to entire 3D array. So if I say plus 1, listen to me. If it is pointing to 3D array, if it is pointing to 3D array, if I say plus 1, it will jump according to 3D array size. If it is pointing to 2D array, if I say plus 1, it will jump according to 2D array size. If it is pointing to 1D array, if I say plus 1, it will jump according to 1D array size. If it's pointing to element, if I say plus 1, it will jump according to element size. Is that clear? So simple. वो जिसको point कर रहा है उसी size से increment होगा, उसी size से increment होगा. So ampersand ये means so pointed entire 3D array will jump according to 3D array size. So the type will be what? Int star triple braces. Int star triple braces. Is that clear? So it's a base address of what? What is that? Next continuous 3D array. Base address of the, okay, note down. Base address of next continuous 3D array. Hey, very good. Base address of the next continuous 3D array. Aniket Rathore, why you are giving wrong answer? Ampersand A means what is this address of the first? What you have written, I don't understand. Right? Ampersand A plus 1. Ampersand A means point into entire 3D array. Ampersand A means entire point into entire 3D array. We are clearly said, okay, here. If I say plus 1, it will jump according to 3D array size only. Jump according to 3D array size. Okay. So that's 148. Okay. So next, number 8. So let's move on to the number 8. Okay. Next one. Now tell me, if I say A plus 1. Right. So A plus 1. Okay, listen here. A means what? It is pointing to 0th 2D array. It was pointing to 0th 2D array. A means, okay, 3-dimensional array. I told very clearly, 3-dimensional array name without a subscript. 3-dimensional array name without subscript will contain base address of 0th 2D array. So it's pointing to 0th 2D array. If I say plus 1, it will jump according to 2D array size. So it's 100. Okay, it will go to the next, okay, 2D array. That is 124. So we'll print 124 and the type is what? Int star double braces. Int star double braces. Because now it is pointing to what? First 2D array. First 2D array. So the type is what? Int star double braces. Because pointing to 2D array. So int star double braces. Excellent. Tushar, excellent. 124. You wrote 128 there. Okay, very good. So that's 124 int star double braces. Now tell me what is the meaning here? Base address of the first 2D array. Base address of the first 2D array. First 2D array. Now tell me next. Star A plus 1. star A plus 1. I'm assuming all of you following, right? Star A plus 1. Okay, star A means just understand only A. अगर A समझ में आया सब कुछ समझ में आएगा. Nothing is there. So A means it was pointing to 0 at 2D array. It was pointing to 0 at 2D array. A means pointing to 0 at 2D array. If I apply star 2D array को अंदर जा रहा है, 2D array को अंदर गया तो क्या मिलेगा? 0th 1D array. 1D array को point कर रहा है. Okay. So star A means 0th 1D array. If I say plus 1, it will jump according to 1D array size. So it will print 108, 108, and the type is what? Okay, it is pointed to okay, first 1D array. First 1D array. Look at here. First 1D array of 0 at 2D array. First 1D array of 0 at 2D array. So the print value is 108. Type is in star. Type is in star. Now tell me what is the meaning here? Base address of what? First 1D array of 0th 2D array. First 1D array. First 1D array of 0th 2D array. Right. And now tell me double star A plus 1. Right. Double star A plus 1. Right. So double star A means what? It is pointing to element. It is pointing to element. Double star A very clearly showing here. Right. A means pointing to 0 2D array. यहाँ पे इतना चलेगा. A means pointing to 0 2D array. इतना चलेगा था. Right. So okay, star A means it was pointing to this. Now okay, double star A means pointing to element. So double star A means it is pointing to this element here. If I say plus 1, it will jump according to element size. So that will become what? 102. Will print 102. And the type is what? Okay, it is pointing to element. So the type is int star. Because pointing to element. So the type is what? Int star. What is the meaning here? Meaning is what? Base address of what? Base address of the first element. Look at here. Base address of the first element. Okay, 100 से 102 पे गया. So base address of the first element. So base address of the first element of 0th 1D array of 0th 2D array. 0th 2D array. Base address of the first element of 0th 1D array and 0th 2D array. Manav Sadija, type is a int star because pointing to element only. ट्रिपल स्टार है तो ही वैल्यू, डबल स्टार है ना, इंट कैसे होगा? राइट. ओके, नाउ टेल मी ए प्लस 1 होल स्टार. थिंक केयरफुली एंड आंसर. Aishwarya, what is that 116 you are giving? Why you are confusing? I don't understand. Aishwarya, do you have any doubt? You gave wrong answer for I think one or two things. Very very easy, very easy. If you understood the concept, it is very easy. A plus 1 whole star. Tell me, A means what? A means 0th 2D array. Just listen carefully. A means 0th 2D array. A plus 1. A means pointing to 0th 2D array. If I say plus 1, it will jump according to 2D array size. So A means pointing to this one. A plus 1 means, okay, first 2D array. A plus 1 means first 2D array. If I apply star, A plus 1 means first 2D array. It is pointing to this. A plus 1 means pointing to first 2D array. If I apply star, it is going to point to what? 0th 1D array. 0th 1D array. Is that here? So A plus 1 means it is pointing to this. If I apply star, you go inside. Okay. If I apply star, you go inside. Okay. It will point to this one. So 0th 1D array of first 2D array. 0th 1D array of first 2D array. So print क्या करेगा? प्रिंट क्या करेगा? 124 ही प्रिंट करेगा. प्रिंट तो 124 करेगा, बट द टाइप इज व्हाट? इंट स्टार सिंगल ब्रेसेस, because it is pointing to 1D array, that is the reason in star single braces. So okay, it is pointing to this one, first 0th 1D array of first 2D array, 0th 1D array of first 2D array. So base address of 0th 1D array, 0th 1D array of first 2D array. Copy carefully. So 11 completed. Okay. Now the next number 12. Now tell me, a plus 1 whole star, a plus 1 whole star plus 2. Don't confuse. Don't confuse. A plus 1 whole star plus 2. Think carefully and answer. In the picture ampersand A I have not drawn. लिखा ही नहीं है. Ampersand A I did not draw. Rikati Paul. Okay, in the picture ampersand A and A are drawn wrongly, most probably. Okay, I did not draw the ampersand A. I said only A. Look at here, A is pointing from here to here. A is pointing to from here to here. Ampersand A, I did not draw. Ampersand A, I told only. Ampersand A means it is pointing to completely it is pointing to this one. Ampersand A तो लिखा ही नहीं है मैंने. गलत की कहाँ है? Siddhartha Soni, wrong answer. Sudhenshu, wrong answer. Priya, wrong answer. Harshit Garg, wrong answer. Aishwarya, wrong answer. Why you are confusing Aishwarya? Yogita, wrong answer. Sudhenshu, Ravish, right answer. Aishwarya, why you are confusing? Listen once. Mohammad Salim, wrong answer. Govinda, wrong answer. Janavi, wrong answer. Aditi, wrong answer. 90% right answer only. Only 10% wrong answers. Aniket, wrong answer. Okay, a plus 1 whole star plus 2. Now tell me a plus 1. A means pointing to this one. Listen carefully if you have doubt. A means pointing to this one, 0th 2D array. A means pointing to 0th 2D array. A means pointing to 0th 2D array. First listen, those who are doing mistake. A plus 1. Aishwarya, listen here. You are giving many wrong answers. Right? A means it is pointing to 0th 2D array. This one. 0th 2D array. A plus 1. Okay. First 2D array. Listen carefully, Aishwarya here. A plus 1 first 2D array. A plus 1 first 2D array. A plus 1 whole star. A plus 1 first 2D array. A plus 1 whole star. Okay, you go inside. 0th 2D array. A plus 1 whole star. 0th 1D array. 0th 1D array of first 2D array. A plus 1 whole star. A plus 1 means first 2D array. A plus 1 whole star, you go inside. Okay, 2D array को अंदर जा रहा है तो किधर होगा 1D array. A plus 1 first 2D array. A plus 1 whole star 0th 1D array. 0th 1D array of first 2D array. A plus 1 whole star pointing to this one. A plus 1 whole star pointing to this one. If I say plus 1, okay, first 2D array. If I say plus 2, you go to second 2D array. Second 2D array. Is that clear? So it will print what? 140. Okay, 140. It is pointed to second 1D array. Second 1D array. Okay, so 1D array को point कर रहा है तो type is what? Int star single braces. Int star single braces. Meaning is what? Meaning is what? Base address of the second 1D array. Second 1D array of first 2D array. Second 1D array of first 2D array. ऐश्वर्या समझ में आया बेटा? कमेंट करो मेरे को. फराज अशरफ तीनों एक ही लाइन में लिखो बोला. या फराज अशरफ एनीवे योर राइट आंसर. आफ्ताब आंसर वेरी राइट आंसर. ऐश्वर्या यू गिव रॉन्ग आंसर. इज दिस क्लियर? इज दिस क्लियर फॉर एवरीवन? समझ में आया सबको? आगे जाने के बाद और टफ होगा. हर्षित गार्ग, प्रिया, समझ में आया? सो मेनी रॉन्ग आंसर्स. अनिकेत, सिद्धार्थ सोनी, अद्रिजा, सुधेंशु, इज दैट क्लियर फॉर एवरीवन? जस्ट गिव द कमेंट. जिनका नाम बोला है उन लोग सब लोग कमेंट करो. समझ में आया? Now tell me next one. A plus 1 whole star plus 1 whole star. Arun Negi, wrong answer. Ravish, wrong answer. Some students are still confusing. I really don't understand why. What is the problem? Slowly you do that. Slowly you do that. Kushaga, Kushaga, how it is printing value? Do you have a triple star there? 3D array is there. Without a triple star, have you reached value? Mohammad Salim, you are also giving wrong answer. Kushaga, Mohammad Salim, you are giving value directly. अरे इट्स अ ट्रिपल स्टार होना चाहिए वैल्यू होने के लिए. इट्स अ 3D array means value means triple star. अभय यू आल्सो रॉन्ग आंसर. 138 कहते. शिका तोमर रॉन्ग आंसर. अब किधर पहुंच रहे हैं मुझे समझ नहीं आता. Aniket, Aniket, how many brackets you are writing? Int star double braces. What is that? Carefully you type. Pavan Kumar, wrong answer. Somebody saying first element. Somebody saying 132. Okay, 140. Aditya Rawat, wrong answer. 133 कैसे आया? God. Yeah, 90% giving right answer only. But only 10%. 5-10 people are giving wrong answer. I don't understand why. Okay. So listen carefully. Okay. So I'm giving the answer. So just listen here. A means what? Okay. Those some students are given wrong answers. Somebody saying 134. Harshita Srivastav, wrong answer. Yeah, Aishwarya, you gave right answer now. Don't confuse beta. It's all simple. Right. Excellent. Somebody sending picture. Very good. Okay. Understand here. Listen here. A means what? A means what? Those who are having doubt, जिनका गलत आंसर दिया है, सुनो इधर. Right answer is what? Right answer 132. 132. Type is int star. Type is int star. Listen here. Those who are having doubt, जिनको doubt है, those who are having doubt, listen carefully. Okay. A means what? A means 0 2D array. A means 0 2D array. A plus 1 first 2D array. Don't confuse. A plus 1 first 2D array. If I apply star, you go inside. A plus 1 means first 2D array. A plus 1 whole star. If I apply star, you go to the 0th 1D array. A plus 1 whole star. A plus 1 whole star. 0th 1D array of first 2D array. A plus 1 whole star. A plus 1 whole star. If I say plus 1, okay, it will go to first 2D array. A plus 1 whole star plus 1. A plus 1 whole star means this one. A plus 1 whole star plus 1 means, okay, you jump according to 1D array size plus 1, you come here. A plus 1 whole star plus 1 matlab it is pointed to this. If I apply star, okay, it will go to the element. Element को point करें. A plus 1 whole star plus 1 means pointed to this one. Star means first 1D array को अंदर जा रहा है, तो element पे point करेगा. तो क्या प्रिंट करेगा? 132 and the type is what? Int star. Type is int star. Very good. 90% giving right answer only. right? So don't confuse. Okay, that's 132 type is in star. Okay, so meaning is what? Meaning base address of the 0th element. 0th element of first 1D array of second first 1D array of first 1D array of first 2D array. First 2D array, right? 0th element of first 1D array of first 2D array, right? Very good. So now tell me number 4, a plus 1 whole star plus 1 whole star. Now if I say plus 1, if I say plus 1, tell me what it will print. Right. So very good. Excellent. So that is 134. 134 and the type is what? Int star. So look at here, a plus 1 whole star plus 1 whole star. Okay, means it was pointing to this one. If I say plus 1, it will go to 134. 134. And what is the meaning here? Meaning first element. Base address of the first element of first 1D array of first 2D array. Okay, if anybody is having doubt, so I'm repeating, a means this one, a plus 1, okay, first 2D array, a plus 1 whole star, okay, 0th 1D array, a plus 1 whole star plus 1, okay, either come, either are a plus 1 whole star, okay, plus 1, okay, you are coming here, and again whole star, okay, you go here. अभी एलिमेंट को पॉइंट कर रहा था, प्लस 1 किया तो 134 आएगा, 134. yes or no? Now tell me, this carefully tell me this. I want 144. I want 144 and the type is int star. I want 144, type is int star. Tell me what is the expression you give. I want 144. 144, type is a int star. Tell me the expression. Tell me the expression. I want 144, type is a int star. Tell me the expression. Right, right. Very good, very good. So many students are giving right answer. Okay. So 144, okay, this element you want, right? Element, okay, you need to find out. So the first A means point into 0 2D array. So first, anyway, you want to go to the first 2D array, you have to say A plus 1. A plus 1 means now you are pointing to the first 2D array. So if I apply star, it is pointing to 0th, okay, 1D array, 0th 1D array. But you want to go to where? Second 1D array you have to go. Okay, it is pointing to, okay, now, okay, A plus 1 whole star means, A plus 1 whole star means pointing to 0th 1D array. Plus 1 means you come here, plus 2 means you go here. So if you say plus 2 here, if I say plus 2 here, okay, now it is pointing to what? Okay, first 1D array, first 1D array. If I stay one more star, okay, now it will point to element. It is pointing to element. If I say plus 1, 144, plus 2 means 1 plus 1 means 120, 142, and plus 2 means 144. So you have to say plus 2. So A plus 1 whole star, plus 2 whole star, okay, plus 2. समझ में आया? हो गया? Right. So now tell me, interesting thing coming. Interesting thing coming. So very interesting. Now tell me 16. I want 16. Type is integer. Tell me the expression. Come on. Very good, very good. So finally everyone gave right answer. Only Ranjan Kumar, only you gave wrong answer. Small mistake you did. You said plus 3. Now tell me 16. Type is integer. Now tell me the expression. ओके 15 के लिए मीनिंग क्या था? 15 के लिए 144 हियर राइट. हाँ 15 के लिए मीनिंग क्या था? 15 का नहीं लिखे थे. 15 का मीनिंग क्या था बताओ? ओके बेस एड्रेस ऑफ द सेकंड एलिमेंट ऑफ सेकंड 1D array of first 2D array. Okay right? Second element base address of second element of second 1D array of first 2D array. Okay 15 वाला 15 15th expression. Okay 16th, tell me what is the expression? What is Shivakant Yadav? You are saying ampersand A. Ampersand A means it will jump. उधर चले जाएगा. Why you are giving ampersand? Who is this? I don't understand. Shivakant Yadav. Aha, okay. You are saying that in a reverse way. Okay, okay, right. Shivakant Yadav. Yes, yes, you can do that. Fine. right. Many people are giving right answer. So finally पकड़ लिए सब लोग. Right. So very good. So that is a plus 1 whole star. Okay, plus 1 whole star. Okay, so you can have one more star. That's it. Okay, so look at here. A plus 1 means you are pointing to this. A plus 1 whole star means you are pointing to this one. A plus 1 whole star pointing to this one. अपने को इधर आना है तो A plus 1 whole star plus 1. A plus 1 whole star plus 1 means you come here. Okay, A plus 1 whole star plus 1. Plus 1 means you are coming here. If I apply one more star, okay, it's pointing to 132. Is that clear? So it's pointing to 132. Now I want value here. So you apply one more star. That's it. Okay, you apply one more star. Is that clear? So you write bracket or don't write bracket. So meaning is same. 16. Now tell me what is this here? Okay. क्या लिखोगे? Value of. Tell me value of 0th element. 0th element of first 1D array of first 2D array. Value of the 0th element of first 1D array of first 2D array. Is this clear for everyone? Okay. Now understand here. Okay, just understand. Okay, side में लिख लेना जो भी है. Okay, right. Now, okay, first listen here how I am expanding. Okay, later I will give the one more question for you. So when you are evaluating in the compiler, okay, in your program, you write a of 1 1 1. In the program you write a of 1 1 1. So in the program you can simply write a of 1 1 like this. Okay, how internally the compiler will evaluate this? Listen here. So this will be evaluated like this. A plus 1 whole star. Okay, again this one plus 1 whole star and again plus 1 whole star. So A means what? It is pointing to 100 plus 1 whole star. Okay, plus 1 whole star. Okay, plus 1 whole star. Now this 100 is pointing to what? 0th 2D array. 0th 2D array. Correct? So 100. Okay, array name without subscript will contain base address of 0th 2D array. Now it is pointing to 0th 2D array. It is pointing to 0th 2D array. If I say plus 1, it will jump according to 2D array size. Jump according to 2D array size. So it will go to what? 24, 124 here. So if I say 100 plus 1 here, it is pointing to 0th 2D array, right? It will jump according to 2D array size. So it will go to 124. 124 whole star plus 1 whole star. Okay, plus 1 whole star. Now this 124 is now pointing to what? Okay, first 2D array. First 2D array. If I apply star here, 124 is now pointing to first 2D array. If I apply star, this remains 124 only. This remains 124, but now it is pointing to what? Okay, 0th 1D array. So now this one, okay, it is pointing to what? Okay, going inside. First 2D array को point कर रहा था. So this 124 was pointing to first 2D array. If I apply star, it will point to what? 0th 1D array, right? So this 124 pointing to 0th 1D array, 0th 1D array of first 2D array, right? Next, if it is pointed to 0th 1D array, if I say plus 1, if I say plus 1, it will jump according to 1D array size. It will go to 132. It will go to 132. Okay, whole star plus 1 whole star. So now this 132 is now pointing to what? Tell me. First 1D array. Okay, of first 2D array. Right? Now if I apply star, it is pointing to first 1D array. First 1D array of first 2D array. If I apply star, so this will remain 132. But now it will point to what? Element. So it will point to element, so plus 1 whole star. Now this 132 pointing to what? So 0th element, okay, of first 1D array. Okay, first 1D array. Okay, first 1D array of first 2D array, right? It is pointing to element here, element is pointing to element, it will, okay, if I say plus 1, okay, it will jump according to element size, okay, so that is 134. So we'll go to 134, okay, if I apply star. So this 134 now pointing to, okay, first element of first 1D array of first 2D array. Next, if I apply star here, now it's pointing to element. If I apply star, so you go to value. So value at the first element, okay, 134. Value at the location 134. How much is that? 17. So this is how the compiler will evaluate like this. Is that clear? So now tell me here. Okay, look at here. What is this here? A of 1 1 means what? Okay, he want. Okay, first 2D array. First 2D array ka. Okay, first, okay, 1D array का, first 1D array का और first element, okay, first 2D array का, okay, first 2D array and first 1D array and first element. Look at here. So first 2D array, first 1D array and first element. Okay, first 2D array, first 1D array, first element. That is the 17. Okay, this is how the internally the compiler will evaluate. Is that clear? So as a user, you are just observing that, okay, a of 1 1 1, okay, like this. But internally everything is what? A pointer only. Internally everything is a pointer. Okay, right? So please copy this. Side mein copy kar lo, side mein, maybe in the next page you copy that. Look at here. So here, okay, here if I say plus 1, it is jumping 24 bytes. Here if I say plus 1, jumping 24 bytes. Here if I say plus 1, it is jumping what? 8 bytes. Okay, because that is 1D array size. Here if I say plus 1, jumping 24 bytes, because that is a 2D array size. Here if I say plus 1, jumping 8 bytes, because 1D array size. Here if I say plus 1, jumping 2 bytes, because that is the element size. I think these are clear for everyone. So you can copy. Okay. So once you copied that, okay, those who are completed, copying that, so you write down, okay, in the same manner you expand this one, a of 1 2, okay, 3, a of 1 2 3, just expand in the same manner. First you copy this, जैसा मैं expand किया, you need to write properly, okay, जैसा इतना अच्छा लिखा मैं, 100 means 0 2D array को point कर रहा है, okay, 100 plus 1 का तो 124, first 2D array को point कर रहा है, so this one 0th 1D array first, okay, 0th 1D array and first 2D array को point कर रहा है. So write clearly in the same manner for this also. I want a of 1 2 3, I want you to expand in the same manner. ए ऑफ 1 2 3 को अच्छे से एक्सपैंड करो, जैसा मैं लिखा है ऐसा कॉपी लिखना है पूरा, राइट इन द सेम मैनर. लिख दिया ना सब लोग? राइट. So that is the A of 1, 2, 3. So what is the answer? Okay, output will be what? So that is the 23. 23. Okay, look at here. First 2D array he want. Okay, first 2D array, first 2D array, and second 1D array, and third element. That is 23. Yogita Chand. You are saying 22. Is it clear for everyone? समझ में आया सब लोग? समझ गए सब लोग? Now tell me 17. Next expression 17. So I want 112. I want 112. So type is int star. So tell me the expression. I think you copied it already, right? Tell me. I want 112. Type is a int star. Tell me the expression. Previous question was yeah, 1, 2, 3. That is 23. A of 1, 2, 3. That is 23. Right? Okay. Tell me this one. 112. Type is a int star. Tell me the expression. Okay. So very good. So many people are writing correctly, right? So A means it is pointing to, okay, 0 2D array. A means pointing to 0 2D array. If I say star A, it will point to the first 0 1D array. 0 1D array. But we want to go to the first 1D array. First 1D array. So you say star A plus 1. Okay. Star A means pointing to what? 0 1D array. Look at here. It is clearly given. A means pointing to this one. Star A pointing to this one. Star A plus 1, okay, pointing to this one. Is that clear? Right. Now star A plus 1, if I have to say whole star, star A plus 1 means pointing to this one, right? Star A plus 1, whole star, okay, it is pointing to what? Element. And now if I say plus 1, you come here. Plus 2 means, okay, you go there, okay, 1, 1, 2. So you have to say plus 2. star A plus 1 whole star plus 2. Everyone got correct? Right. So very good. A plus 0 whole star, okay, plus 1 whole star plus 2, right, that is also correct. What is this? Star A plus 3 you are going. Why you are going to plus 3? Plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, why you are going? What is this? Sudensha? Right. So now carefully listen and tell me, carefully, very carefully. Ampersand A plus 1, okay, look at here. Okay, carefully listen and tell me. Ampersand A plus 1, double star minus 2. Carefully करो. Ampersand A plus 1, okay, whole double star minus 2. Come on. Carefully. Don't take tension. I am giving time. Don't take tension. Yes, Devkara. Yes, you can write like that. Carefully write down. Ampersand A plus 1, right? So double star minus 2. Hmm? Right. So it is going to print what? 144. Okay, listen here. Ampersand A plus 1. Ampersand A means what? This one. Ampersand A means, listen carefully. Right answer is 144 and type is int star. Right answer 144, type is int star. Right answer is 144, type is int star. So many people are having doubt. Just listen carefully. I am explaining. Ampersand A. Listen carefully. Many students gave wrong answer. Okay, 144 type is int star. 144 type is int star. Ampersand A. Ampersand A means this one. Ampersand A. Ampersand A means okay, entire 3D array. ampersand a, listen carefully, ampersand a entire 3D array, ampersand a plus 1, ampersand a plus 1, okay, next 3D array, next 3D array, next 3D array, this one very big, next 3D array, okay, ampersand a plus 1, okay, ampersand a, look at here, ampersand a plus 1, okay, entire this 3D array, okay, पूरा 3D array को point कर रहा है, okay, next 3D array, next 3D array, okay, it is point next 3D array, next 3D array को point कर रहा है. If I apply star, okay, now tell me, star ampersand a plus 1, okay, it was pointing to entire 3D array, right? 3D array को point कर रहा है. If I apply star, tell me, if I apply star, okay, it is going to point to what? If I apply star, 3D array को point कर रहा है, okay, if I apply star, okay, it is going to point to what? 2D array, just wait, okay, just we'll check it out. So it is going to point to what? Next 2D array, this pointing to 2D array, this pointing to 2D array, correct? If I apply one more star, okay, there is a small problem, I think some mistake I have done, right, it's okay, right? If I apply star, okay, it was pointing to what? It was pointing to 2D array, now it is pointing to what? 2D array, ampersand a plus 1, ampersand a plus 1, just listen first, ampersand a plus 1, it is pointing to next 3D array. If I apply star, whole star, now it is pointing to what? 2D array, this one, okay, this 2D array it is pointing. And this 2D array is pointing, if I say one more star, listen carefully, some mistake I did, just some mistake I did, okay, leave that, okay. If I apply one more star, now it is pointing to what? Okay, 1D array, listen carefully, 1D array को point कर रहे हैं. Right, this one is clear, now. First, this one is clear, ampersand a plus 1, next 3D array, right? एक star apply किया, ampersand a, listen carefully, ampersand a, this one, ampersand a, this one, ampersand a plus 1, next 3D array, ampersand a plus 1, next 3D array. If I apply star, next 3D array को, if I apply star, okay, if I apply star, next 3D array को point कर रहा है, 3D array को अंदर गया तो 2D array, ampersand a plus 1 star, whole star, okay, second 2D array, look at 2D array को point कर रहा है, 0 at 2D array, 2D array को point कर रहा है. If I apply one more star, now it is pointing to 1D array, it's pointing to 1D array, okay. If I say minus 1, okay, you come here, okay, it will subtract 1D array size, okay, it will subtract with 1D array size, okay, minus 1 here. If I say minus 2, okay, here, okay, it is going to point to what? 132, okay, 132, sorry, I gave printing mistake, 132, type is what? Int star braces, Is this clear for everyone? Is this clear for everyone? Is this clear for everyone? Yeah, many students gave the right answer. Yeah, many students gave right answer, okay. Actually, I did printing mistake. So now it is clear. Now it is clear for everyone. Just give the comment. Just give the comment. Is this clear for everyone? Is this clear for everyone? Okay. Ampersand a, entire 3D array. Ampersand a plus 1, next 3D array. If I apply star, 2D array. If I apply one more star, 1D array. It is pointing to 1D array here. If I say minus 1, okay, it will come here. If I say minus 2, okay, it will come here. 132. 132, and that is the, okay, now tell me, what is the meaning you write? Meaning base address of, tell me, first 1D array, of first 2D array. First 1D array of first 2D array. समझ में आया सबको? समझ में आया सबको? Is this clear for everyone? Aishwarya, Ravish, Aishwarya, Ravish, everything clear for everyone? Somebody give right answer, somebody give wrong answer. Kashish, is that clear? Is this clear for everyone? Rito Saha, what is that you are saying? Okay. Yes. Base address of the first 1D array of first 2D array. Is this clear for everyone? Right. I hope that is clear for everyone. Right. So let's have a break. Yeah. The last one more thing I want to try. Interested? Last one I want to try. Last one, 19. A of 1. A of 1. Yeah, only. A of 1. Just last one I want to try. Last one, A of 1. Easy. A of 1. After this, we'll take a break. Chalo. Everyone is demanding for break. बुढ़े हो जा रहे हैं सब लोग. A of 1. What is the print value? What is the type? A of 1. What is the print value? What is the type? Everything you should write. Right. So excellent. So this is exactly same as what? A plus 1 whole star. A plus 1 whole star. So, okay, look at A plus 1 whole star. This is exactly same as A plus 1 whole star. A plus 1 means this one. A plus 1 means this one. Okay, A plus 1 whole star means, okay, you are pointing to this. Okay, it will print what? 124. 124. Type is what? Int star braces. Type is int star braces. And the meaning is what? Meaning. Tell me base address of the 0th 1D array of first 2D array. Base address of the 0th 1D array of first 2D array. Right. I think now it is very clear. Yogendra, what is that you are saying 100? How you got 100? I don't understand. A of 1, how you can write A of 1? A plus 1 whole star. And Ravisha, you said type is int star double braces. Why you are getting double braces? Shubhi Goyal, you also give double braces. What is that? Type. Many students are giving wrong answer for the type. Oh my God. Keshav, you also give wrong answer for type. Hari Om, type is wrong. Why you are confusing? Shika Tomar. Why 2 brackets will come only 1 bracket? Okay, a plus 1 whole star. Okay, a means this one, a plus 1, this one, a plus 1 whole star. Okay, you are coming here. Is that clear? Okay, right. So now you are pointing to 0th 1D array. So 0th 1D array of first 2D array. 0th 1D array of first 2D array. So that is the 124 and it's pointing to 0th 1D array. So type is int star. Type is int star. So let's have a break. So after the break, you write down the homework and other that. You told that first brace give you the second 1D array. Second array. First bracket will give you second array. Yeah, second 2D array only, right? Sorry, first 2D array only. A plus 1, A means what? A means this one, A plus 1, this one, A plus 1 whole star lagaya. So that's it, this one, 124. Okay. So you are confusing Shubhi Goel again. Shubhi Goel, you are confusing. First brace will give nth array. The first example you told us right inside. You are confusing. Where to write inside? A of 1 will be expanded, A plus 1 whole star. I am telling the same thing from many days. Okay, Shubhi Goel, again you are confusing. Now let's have a break. 8:45. Okay, let's have a 20 minutes break. So 2, sir, okay, 20 minutes or 15 minutes. 9:05. So let's take 20 minutes break.